And welcome back to Brant Life. All right, I promise you more interesting people and more great stories, and I'm delivering. Nancy Karuba is here from the Adelaide Hunter Hoodless Homestead, and this is a beautiful, beautiful place, isn't it?
It is.
It really
beautiful.
is beautiful. Maybe tell.
Yeah.
It's one of the hidden gems in our community.
It really is a hidden gem in the community. You're right. It is 3 acres laid to lawn on Blue Lake Road, just 5 minutes away from Brantford. If you go to the Tim Hortons on Highway 24, we're just around the corner. We have a pavilion, and it is in a rural, rustic setting. A really lovely place, very quiet and quaint.
How long have you been connected with this place?
I was hired in March.
Oh, wow.
But I had been to the place a couple of times before because I was on the executive of the local garden club, and we did a lot of things there. And it was always a place that stood out to me as a hidden gem in the community, for sure.
Yeah, and it's an official museum, correct?
It is a nationally designated historic site.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it is a historic site because it is the birthplace and the home of Adelaide Hunter Hoodless, who is a woman of national historic significance. And part of the reason that she has historic significance is because she was a co-founder of the National Women's Institute. And so the Federated Women's Institute of Canada's head office is there at the homestead.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. So Margaret Bile, who is the president right now of the FWIC, Federated Women's Institute of Canada, has her office there. And it is obviously well aligned because Adelaide started the Women's Institute.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you guys do quite a lot of different programming throughout the year as well.
We do now,
Maybe
yeah.
talk a little bit about your programming.
Yeah, so since COVID has sort of loosened restrictions a little bit, we've had, I think, about 30 different events since I started in March of last year. So we've done things like cooking classes and flower arranging classes. We had an outdoor explore the night sky during the Andromeda meteor shower.
Wow, that's a great idea.
We've had some outside concerts, and we had an award-winning wildlife photographer come and do a narrated visual tour of interesting places like Costa Rica and Iceland. So we've had some really great events, and we're going to be publishing our next set of programming, which will take us from January to April. That's going to be published next month. I can give you a bit of a glimpse of the things that we're planning there if you like. Yeah. So we're going to continue with our creative writing series. We have an award-winning author and storyteller named Michael Williams who leads the creative writing series. So he does the creative writing classes, and then you can come back for a writer in residence day and get some one-on-one coaching with your writing. So that's going really well. We're going to have a few more of those sessions over the winter. There's a local award-winning fine arts artist named Jake Bauman, and he's going to be doing some tutorials on having an open session art class, a series of those, and in painting oils. We're going to have a snowshoeing afternoon with a bonfire and hot chocolate. And the snowshoe rentals are included in that on a Sunday afternoon early in February. We plan to have a murder mystery night, and we're going to have high tea in the museum on Sunday afternoons as well. So something for everyone. If you're a crafter, there's going to be a quilting sample lesson. And we're also going to be doing learn to make your own hand-painted greeting cards in time for Valentine's Day.
Hand-painted greeting cards.
Yeah, so you can make your own Valentine's greeting card. What could be better than that?
I'm skeptical that I would be able to do this. My drawings are. I've.
Well, worry not, because as it turns out, the woman who teaches that is a local artist named Kathy Rowe. Really wonderful person, makes everyone feel at home. And as it turns out, it really is more about the design and the colors used. She suggests some things, some images that you can copy that don't take a lot of artistic talent in terms of detailed drawing.
That's good.
But
Good.
if
I
you
need those,
if you
I
follow
think,
the
yeah.
instruction, you'll end up with a beautiful result.
And people can rent this facility as well.
People can rent the facility, yeah. So in the wintertime, we rent the museum. There's several rooms on the main floor that you can rent for meetings or a family party or a dinner. We can seat about 22, 23 people in 2 rooms at the same table. To make for a really nice dinner. If you like a historic or heritage environment, it can really make things special.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, these are one of the places in the community that,
Yeah, come and see
that
us.
if you haven't been, you need to go and see. So
Fantastic.
AdelaideHoodless.ca.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Thanks so
you
much
so
for
much.
coming and telling your story.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
More great people, more great stories coming up right after this on Brant Life.